Good morning. This is David Bird. I'm recording what I hope we can use as a template sort of for building out the Boomi integrations. Um, and so here's the folder structure I've kind of come up with. So what I have is the environments. This is similar to what we did with Vice, but where we just pointed to staging. It might be important to have a connection to prod, a connection to QA, and a connection to UAT. So if there's an issue, we can test it out just on the initial connection to a connector, swap out the staging for UAT or something, or swap out staging for production so we can just run a quick test and about why something's not working in production but it works in everywhere else or something. So when we do that, I have some ideas for that, but that would mess up this library structure and I'm not ready to do that yet. So we have the environments. They're all grouped under environments, and we can have share folders or whatever we want to call it. Right now, only staging has information, and that's for the connectors to the database and the custom libraries. And so that's that. Now we get to the integrations. So we have so far two types of integrations. Integrations that go from Postgres, so that's the Flatiron data that we're grabbing out via SQL. So it may be staged in our staging area, or let's not call it staging. Let's call it our source area, via a view from the actual almost real-time data on their Ghost or Data 2 machine. Anyway, we grab that data, so it's now Postgres source. So I've named these Flatiron item receipt to NetSuite under the Postgres folder. So these are the integrations that have been assigned to me. Sales order has been assigned to me, but sales order has child pieces. So I want these to show in a certain order, so I may rename it a little bit. But I want to send the sales order first, and then once the sales order is over there and we have a NetSuite ID for that sales order, I want to send over the sales order address and the sales order payments as a new task. This is a little cleaner, especially when you're dealing with parent-child, to try to slap up everything and maybe have one piece cause an error, which then causes everything to error out. So that's that. In fact, I have an idea for getting this to be ordered the way I want it to, so I'm going to pause this for just a second and then come back to it. All right, now as you can see, we have Flatiron sales order 1, and so I've kind of put like a step. The order of these are going to be loaded to NetSuite. So sales order 1 to NetSuite, sales order 2, address to NetSuite, sales order 3, payments to NetSuite. And if there's more child records, we'll add those as we do. The same thing would happen for transfer order or item receipt if those have child pieces too. And then I'm also assigned the two quiet integrations, the item receipt and the purchase order. So let's jump down to quiet first. So this is SQS item receipt from quiet to Postgres. I wanted to identify where the source data came from, so I did SQS item receipt in the Postgres folder to NetSuite, but it's still coming from Postgres, but this is the data that was sourced from the SQS. So that's how I set that up. Last thing I think I want to cover is I think I think it might be good to name the environments that we, or the databases we build in the Postgres database by the, like this env prod. Maybe we mesh this out a little bit more. Boomi integration space underscore prod, Boomi integration space underscore QA. So that'll be the database. That might be the database name. So I'll work with Tim on that, but it's just an idea. Anyway, that's about it. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll talk to y'all later.